Hi friend, now discuss MCQ. ओके, फिर हम फोरमाइज मंथली MCQ जो आते हैं उसको हम देखेंगे. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, तो पहले 30 जो क्वेश्चन 30 क्वेश्चन तो जो हमने डिस्कस कर लिए पहले, तो हम देखेंगे अब 30 से 100 तक. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स आर करेक्ट अबाउट एनिमल वेलफेयर बोर्ड ऑफ इंडिया. ओके, so both 1 and 2 are correct. Animal Welfare Board of India, it was set up in accordance with the provision of the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act 1960. It advises the government or local body, local authority in the design of slaughterhouses or the maintenance of slaughterhouses or in connection with slaughter of animals. Next, consider the following statements. Okay, which is correct? 1 and 3. Microapps are malicious software that uses the macro capabilities of common applications such as spreadsheets and word processors to infect data, and other is worm in malware that replicates itself so it can spread to infiltrate other computers. Next the term domestic content requirements, sometime in news, has a connection to National Solar Mission domestic content requirements. Consider the following with reference to the Sufis and Sufi movement, which is the following statements correct. Okay, 1 and 2 correct. The Sufi opposed the vulgar display of wealth in public life. The Sufis were against formal worship, rigidity and fanaticism in religion. Okay, religion. Next, the past or the post electoral system is followed in the election of यहाँ पर कोई भी नहीं होगा तो none of the answer. Okay, करेक्ट नहीं है कोई भी. ठीक है. Next, Saubhagya scheme. Consider the following statement. Correct is both 1 and 2. It aims to ensure electrification of all willing households in the country, in rural as well as urban area. The Rural Electrification Corporation Limited is the nodal agency of this scheme. Next question, with reference to the National Environmental Awareness Campaign. All are correct. Okay, which are correct? All are correct. It was launched National Environmental Awareness Campaign, launched in 1986. Through this campaign, normal financial assistance is provided to NGO as well as government documents. It is being run by the Indian Ministry of Environment and Forest. Next question, Imprint India program has been launched primarily for addressing the challenges in engineering and technology through research. Imprint India program addressing challenges in engineering and technology through research. Consider an correct match. 2 and 4 are correct. Gir, Gujarat and Valmiki, Bihar. Consider the following statement. All are correct. Okay. A money bill can be introduced only by a minister. Rajya Sabha cannot amend or reject the money bill. The president can withhold his assent to the money bill. With reference to Energy Efficiency Services Limited, consider the following correct. 3 is the correct. Ujala is a flagship initiative of EESL. Consider the following sources of energy. 1, 2 and 3 are correct. Okay, renewable energy. Okay, geothermal, biofuel, biomass, nuclear not. Okay, next question. The Nathapa Jhakri Dam is built across the river of Satluj. With reference to Beti Bachao Beti Padhao scheme, which of the following statements are correct? 1 and 2 are the correct code. Okay, it aims for prevention of gender bias in the sex selective elimination. Ministry of Women and Child Development is the nodal ministry. Next, consider the following statements. So here 2 is the correct. Anganwadi service scheme is available also for second pregnancy. Next question. Umbrella Integrated Child Development Services includes which of the following sub-scheme? Umbrella Integrated Child Development Services. Okay, all the schemes. Okay, Child Protection Service, Anganwadi Service, Scheme for Adolescent Girls, National Krichi Scheme. Which of the following statements is correct? Okay, C is the correct. A state has no power to announce its own flag. The government is planning to set up an arbitration council. Which of the following statements is correct about it? It will create institutions that offer alternative dispute resolution mechanism for commercial disputes. Which of the following continents has the youngest population? Africa. Which of the following, with reference to Uddam Sakhi portal? Okay, correct is 1. Okay, it is a portal for women entrepreneurs of India. Uddam Sakhi portal. Next, with reference to, okay, which of the following statements is correct about Competition Commission of India? 1 and 2 are correct. It is a quasi-judicial statutory body. It was established under the Competition Act 2002. Which of the following is not a restriction to international trade? GATT. Not a restriction of to international trade. GATT. Which among the following has become the first union territory to run completely on solar power? Diu. Okay. Sorry. Consider the following statements. Okay, both 1 and 2 are correct. Okay, so carbon nanotubes are efficient conductors of heat. Carbon nanotubes are much smaller in length with small diameter. Consider the following statements. Okay, the Basel Committee on Banking Supervision, okay, and an international committee formed to develop standards for banking regulation. Okay, made up of central bankers from 27 countries and the European Union. Recently, scientists from Botanical Survey of India have discovered a new species of parasitic flowering plant which derives entire nutritional requirements from the host plant, in which Indian state Union Territory has it been discovered? Nagaland. Okay, Botanical Survey of India. New species, parasitic flowering plant. Next, consider the following statements about Green Climate Fund. Both are correct. It was created under United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. It was created to support the efforts of developing countries to respond to the challenges on climate change. Which of the following countries are member of Group 8 or G8 1245 not Japan, France, Germany, Italy. Okay. In the TPP-11 does not include three only: Laos. Okay. Japan included, Malaysia included, Peru included. Okay. Which of the following statements are correct about Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency Limited? Here two is the correct. It exclusively aims at developing and extending financial assistance for setting up projects relating to new and renewable source of energy. Which among the following organizations relays Global Gender Gap Report, World Economic Forum? What is Miles 18 recently in news? A naval exercise conducted at the Andaman Sea. Consider the following statements. Two is the correct answer. Strategic location along borders is one of the reasons of declaring any state as a special category status. Declaring any state as a special category state. Samvedana 2018 is the first multilateral humanitarian assistance and disaster relief. Okay, correct is 1345. Okay, United Arab Emirates, Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. Samvedana 2018. Okay, multilateral humanitarian assistance and disaster relief. Okay, exercise of Air Force, Indian Air Force. Consider the following statements about International Monetary Fund. It is one of the Bretton Woods institutions. It aims to facilitate the expansion of and balance growth of international trade. Which among the following releases the Index of Industrial Production? CSO, Central Statistics Office. With reference to insolvency and bankruptcy of India, consider the following statements. Okay, it was set up on 1st October 2016 under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. It specifies the minimum eligibility requirements for registration of insolvency professional agencies. Consider the following statements, neither one and two. Okay, which of the following right considered as a bulwark of individual liberty against arbitrary habeas corpus? The area known as Ghouta, recently in news context, the events are related to Middle East. Which among the following countries share borders with Syria? 1245. Okay, Iraq, Israel, Jordan, Turkey. Consider the following statements. Both 1 and 2 are correct. The approval of genetic engineering appraisal committee is mandatory for any experimental field trial of genetically engineered organisms or products. The GSC function under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Which of the following statements are correct about BG3? Okay, cotton, recently in news. 1 and 2, it is an herbicide tolerant GM crops. Okay, it has been developed by US based multinational seed giant Monsanto. Next, which one of the following is the best description of C-17 Globemaster? Okay, that was in news. C-17 Globemaster. Okay, this is transport aircraft. Okay, with reference to sale IPR promotion and management, CPOP Consider the following statement. Okay, it is India's. No, it is not. 2 is the answer. It undertakes IPR awareness campaign across the country in school, college, university, and the industry. 2017 Cochrane Prize has been given to which of the following? Indian Council of Medical Research. Given to. Consider the following statements. Okay, the South Asia Economic Summit, okay, held in 2017, was the 10th such summit. Okay, with reference to urea subsidy scheme, for correct is, it is a central sector scheme of Department of Fertilizers under the Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers. With reference to Central Council for Research and Ayurvedic scheme, consider the following. It is an autonomous body of the Ministry of Ayush. With which of the following are effect of neem coating of urea? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Plugging the diversion of the subsidized urea towards non-agricultural purpose. Improvement in soil health. A reduction in cost with respect to plant protection chemicals. An increase in yield of paddy and red gram. Which of the following statements are correct about Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development? The answer is 1 and 2. It was established OECD in 1961. It looks at the issue and that directly affects everyone's daily life, like how much people pay in tax and social security, and how much leisure time they can take. Sorry, the 81. The term base erosion and profit shifting sometimes mentioned in news in the context of curbing of the tax evasion by multinational companies. Until the following statement about the Newton Bhabha Fund. To be the correct, recently a project of groundwater arsenic research in Ganga River Basin has been initiated which will be financed by the Newton Bhabha Fund. Consider the following statement, both 1 and 2. The General Assembly is the only organ of the United Nations in which all member states have equal representation. The United Nations General Assembly has the power to take action in case of breach of peace or act of aggression when the Security Council fails to act. The term Asian premium was in the news. Okay, it's in the context of Cradwell market. Consider the following statements. Okay, here answer is the theme of the year of marketing digital. Okay, World Consumer Rights Day is its theme is marketing digital marketplace fairer. Okay, which of the following statements is correct about National Tuberculosis Control Program? Both are correct. Okay, the National Tuberculosis Control Program was started in 1962 the DOTS campaign is a part of the revised National Tuberculosis Control Program. The World Happiness Report mentioned 3 emerging health problems. Okay, 3 emerging health problems: obesity, opioid crisis, and depression. With the following is reference to Kayakalp Award Scheme. Consider the following statements. It is an extension of Swachh Bharat Mission. It aims to improve and promote practice like cleanliness, hygiene, and waste management. The National Quality Assurance Standards aims to ensure quality of public health facilities, which are one of the following issues the Global Economic Prospects report periodically the World Economic Forum. Which one of the following is the World Happiness Report Sustainable Development Solution Network? Which of the following statements is correct about regional integrated multi-hazard early warning system? None of the above. What is the following statements about Indian Science Congress? Both are correct. It was started in 1914. Okay, its headquarters Kolkata. The LA Kusya program is related to maternity care. And what are the following statements? If no confidence motion is passed in the Lok Sabha, the council minister must resign from office. With reference to UNESCO's Man and Biosphere program, consider the following statement. 1, 2, 3 and correct are correct. It was launched in 1971. Its world network of biosphere reserve currently counts 669 sites. Okay. And it strives to ensure basic human welfare and a livable environment. Okay. Which of the following statements are correct about National School of Drama? None of the above. Then Navakalevar festival related to the Jagannath temple, Uttarakhand. Which of the following statements are correct about National Disaster Management Authority? If both are correct, it was constituted under the National Disaster Management Act 2005. Okay, it is chaired by Prime Minister of India. Last question, consider the following statements about Anthropological Survey of India. One is correct. It is the only research organization to pursue anthropological research in a government setup. So thank you, friends, and next we discuss other question. And we explain all the questions. Just current affairs forms. Okay. So thank you, friends. I think it will help to you. Thank you.